Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast.
This is a show dedicated to helping you become a better organist.
We're your hosts, Vidas Pinkevičius.
And Aušra Motūzaitė Pinkevičienė.
We have over 25 years of experience of playing the organ.
And we've been teaching thousands of organists online from 89 countries since 2011.
So now let's jump in and get started with the podcast for today.
We hope you'll enjoy it.
Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Aušra.
Let's start episode 698 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Rebekah, and she writes, "My dream is be able to sight read hymns well enough that a last minute change to a hymn in a church service doesn't worry me. What's holding me back is time. I just started playing the organ a little less than 3 months ago and can only get to the church to practice 3 days a week. I do practice on my piano at home on the other days." What do you think, Aušra? Is this reasonable to hope that Rebekah can sight read hymns well enough without preparation?
Well, it's reasonable, but not with practicing on the organ only 3 times a week.
You mean it requires more practice than three times?
And more time, you cannot work out miracles without doing enough.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So hymns are like small organ pieces. They last about 1 minute, and there are repetitions of each verse, maybe 3, 4, or 5 verses per hymn, and you can change manuals, change registrations. That requires extra practice, right?
Yes, and at home she practices only on the piano, so the solution would be either, to get a cheap electronic organ, or, at least to print out the paper pedal board and put it on the floor near the piano, and then, when she practices hymns on the piano, pretend that she is playing pedals too.
And even without pedals on paper, she could approximately push the feet on the ground approximately where it is, on the left or on the right, in the middle. It's just muscle memory. It requires a little bit of imagination, right?
Yes, yeah. Sometimes, if I would be a beginner organist, and I would have to sight read hymns in the service, maybe I wouldn't use pedals in the church. And for example, if she has more than one manual on her organ, maybe she could play the bass line with 16 foot on the other manual.
Yeah. Probably it's a good idea not to risk making mistakes in public with pedals at first. So I agree. Playing just manuals would be a good solution.
Yes, and what in that case, would you omit tenor voice at all? And play, let's say, alto and soprano on the right hand and bass with your left hand on the 16 foot?
Right, I would play 3-part harmony, and omitting probably tenor would be a good idea because playing 2 voices in the left hand requires extra skill, extra strength. But what helps is actually to work on a hymn like it's a 4-part piece and actually play tenor line and play the pedals, the bass line with the pedals, but on your own, not maybe necessarily in public right away. When you feel ready, you can add one extra layer of difficulty.
Yes, but she doesn't have access to an organ so often, so she could experiment, and play tenor voice as you just mentioned. So, but basically in time I think it will be easier and easier because hymns will start to repeat themselves. So probably the first year of your work at church is the most difficult.
You would actually make a goal. The first year you could play 3 parts without the pedals, and then
No, entire year without the pedals, I think that would be inappropriate at all.
inappropriate.
Because you need to play with the pedal, in order to improve, not to postpone it for 1 year.
No, I'm saying in public. If she's not ready yet, she could do entire year just with manuals.
No, I don't think that's a good idea because if congregation sings along, we need strong pedal support. That's the crucial thing in the hymn accompanying.
Okay, then a month or 2,
Yes, maybe a month or 2.
and then after that add the tenor voice. But also add pedals. You need pedals.
Of course, definitely.
So when you add pedals, don't play the bass line in the left hand. Don't double the bass line in the left hand and pedals.
Yes, because what I suggested playing without pedals was just, in extra cases when you have change of the hymns unexpectedly and you haven't had time, to practice it on the organ. Then you can do it manually. And actually, if you are in a real hurry and in a real trouble, you can accompany the hymn in octaves. That's also very handy and useful tool to have and to know. So you could do it, either play both hands on the manual in octaves, or you could play only right hand, playing melody, and to double the same melody with the pedals. And usually if you are not using your left hand, you should be able to work on the pedal board. It's much easier that way.
Actually, you could do three voices at a time, 3 parts at a time maybe. Right hand, left hand, and pedals. All of them playing the same melody.
Yes, that's true.
In octaves. That would be very powerful. Of course, you need powerful registration with principal chorus and mixtures.
Yeah.
And reeds in the bass.
So I think this kind of hymn accompanying would work well for, let's say, opening and closing hymns. Maybe not so much for hymns in the middle of a service.
Or very festive occasions.
Yes.
Like Christmas and Easter. What about some help from our courses? Would she benefit?
Sure, of course.
So I think Rebekah could use our hymn playing workshop or 10-day hymn playing challenge. They are very helpful in their way. Hymn playing challenge is a PDF based course, and hymn playing workshop is a video course. Right, Osha?
Yes, I think it will be very helpful. Also, if, let's say, now the Advent will begin soon, you can start practicing Advent hymns, the most popular Advent hymns in advance. And then, when Advent will come, you may start working on the Christmas hymns.
Very good idea. So, guys, thank you so much for listening, for sending us your questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.
This podcast is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online.
It has hundreds of courses, coaching and practice materials for every area of organ playing, thousands of instructional videos and PDFs. You will not find more value anywhere else online.
Total Organist helps you to master any piece, perfect your technique, develop your sight reading skills, improvise or compose your own music, and much, much more.
Sign up and begin your training today at organduo.lt and click on Total Organist. And of course, you will get the first month for free too. You can cancel anytime.
If you need one-on-one coaching, you can check out our page on Buy Me a Coffee platform.
Find out more at buymeacoffee.com/organduo.